Wow, okay, that was exciting. So after 2 weeks of competition at the Olympic Games at Teahupo'o in Tahiti, we finally have a champion, Kauli Vasst, hailing from France, the local boy, the local champ. It's honestly an amazing story. This contest, I mean, it truly saw it all. From Medina's waves seen around the world, I think it's still kind of ironic that the most viewed photo from Olympic surfing was not even a photo of surfing. It was Medina on a 12-foot kickout, not the 12-foot slab that he rode seconds before. But either way, it was still epic. I'm just so stoked to have witnessed this competition and been present for this moment in surf history. I think France, the US, Australia all had really great showings, but I think the one question that's still in my mind, and probably yours as well, is where are they going to hold the competition for Los Angeles 2028? I don't know. Leave your comments down below. So another guy we usually see right alongside Gabriel Medina is John Florence. However, we didn't really get to see John work his way through the competition, as he saw an early exit in round 3. I mean, these are conditions we usually see John thrive in. Big, heavy, barreling waves. I mean, the guy grew up with pipeline in his backyard, and he has so much experience in French Polynesia at Teahupo'o. However, it just didn't roll his way. That's really the whole story in this case. So we will see him at Trestles later this year in September. However, another guy chasing the WSL top final 5 is Jack Robinson, who found his way all the way to the finals at Teahupo'o versus Kauli Vasst. In a little bit of a slower final, Jack wasn't able to find a backup score. However, he put on a heck of a showing in this competition, finding so many gems out on this reef, a wave he surfed for the last probably 10 plus years. This guy's had so much experience at this wave, and it definitely showed up through competition. And I mean, it's just, his style is just so effortless and beautiful and delicious to watch. I mean, the guy is such a just surfing guru, so it was awesome to watch him put on a performance and find his way into the finals through this competition. So in other news, we saw the US Open wrap up this week as well, with Alan Cleveland Jr. absolutely putting on a clinic at Huntington Beach. I don't know, I love this guy's charisma. He was also at the Olympics and put on a good showing at Teahupo'o as well. But the guy just has so much style and charisma and just attitude when he serves. Whenever he puts down a turn, you just feel it. And I'm just so happy for the guy. He moved up 42 spots in the Challenger Series rankings, so he's another name to keep an eye on through the year as the Challenger Series comes to a close, and those top 10 we're going to see move on to the Championship Tour in 2025. For any Challenger Series event, I mean, it's just a grueling competition. Starting in the round of 80 with some of the best surfers in the world, you have to work your way down from 80 competitors all the way to 2. And some of the names this guy went through: Michelle Rodriguez, Crosby Colapinto, Kolohe Andino. I mean, Alan absolutely went through the field with precision and poise. He really showed the tact. He showed the tact and poise that you really need on the Championship Tour. This guy already has prowess in heavy barreling waves, as we've seen throughout this year, but I think his competitive mindset, his strategy, his way to play 3D chess out there in the water really showed up in this competition, as he was able to utilize priority, make sure he was getting his waves, but not, over surfing or overextending himself. His showing of strategy and tact is really going to lend itself to the Championship Tour if he continues on this road and finds himself in the top 10 later this year. While Alan was the headliner and put on a great show for the US Open, I think one of the major storylines for this week was not the US Open in that it ran, but that actually had waves. I mean, this competition historically always sees so many days of 2 to 3 foot BS chop hopping, wind swell, poor conditions. However, we actually saw 2 hurricanes come up from the south, from Mexico, and provide some swell for this competition, and actually made it a enjoyable viewing experience for once. I mean, they actually put on a show, and I'm glad that the US Open came out a winner in all this. They truly came out a winner. The surf industry came out a winner this week from the Olympics to the US Open and heading into the WSL Final Five. I mean, I really think they're seeing some momentum heading into the back half of this year. And I'm honestly just happy for the surf industry seeing a success at the US Open. I mean, it's been a long time coming, and they took full advantage of the opportunity this week. So that's what we got in terms of surf news, surf updates, and storylines for this week. I've been your host, Devon James. Drop a follow, hit all the buttons, tell your mom, tell your cousin if they are interested in outdoor sports, surfing, skateboarding, all of the good stuff, all of the juice, all of the tea is coming right here. I've been your host, Devon James. Stay tuned till next week.